Hello, my name is Manuel Pineda and today I'm going to be explaining the topic exploring types of support. So let's begin. First of all, what is support? If you haven't seen my last video, and I hope you did it means in public speaking different than in normal life. In public speaking, the word support means a lot of strategies that we use to develop a certain topic and add value to what we are saying and to our speech. So every time we are giving a speech, we have to support our ideas in a certain way. In the last video, I showed types of support our ideas based in arguments and based in an expert. But those are not the only types of support that we have, and they are not the most common. So, the most common support in public speaking is facts and statistics. Facts and statistics it is the most common support in public speaking because we always have seen the people giving a speech and show probably in a corporate presentation a graphs about the statistics of a certain topic or probably a lot of facts read in his presentation or her presentation. But what is exactly a fact? Well, a fact is something that is already proved and it's true. For example, if I'm giving a presentation about water, I can say as a fact that water contains oxygen. And that is something that has been proved and what we all know. And that is a fact because it's true and everybody knows and it's as proved before. This is the most common way to support in public speaking. We also have definitions. Definitions is really important to add clarity to our speech and it also supports our ideas because if I'm talking about things that people just don't understand because that is not their area, so probably they want to know exactly what I'm talking, so I'm going to add some definitions about some certain topics so they can understand what I'm saying. But we also have persuasive definitions. That means that it's a definition of something and it could be a real definition, but I'm using this definition to persuade the audience. For example, I'm going to give the definition that I like the most, so it could be good to my speech and it could be more persuaded to the audience. This is a way to make the audience to think in a specific manner. That means that they gonna ignore all the other definition of your word or your topic and only going to focus on the definition that you give to them. So they're only going to think about the definition you give them before. We have stipulative definitions that are assigned for a word or a topic, so you cannot change this definition and you can't persuade your audience with this definition because it's already stipulated, so everyone knows what this definition. So if you're going to say another definition, the audience is going to be like, that's not what I learned. We also have the theoretical definition that it could be like something that could change with the thought of the people. Also, we have examples. Example is really important because we are going to make a speech and we're going to say as example this and this and this. So the people are going to understand your topic based on your example. But we have different types of example. Positive examples and negative examples. The positive examples are probably going to be used just for let the audience learn about your topic. And the negative examples are going to be used for make them feel a little bit scary about something that is happening. We also have non-examples and best examples. Best examples is something also that we can use to persuade the audience because we're not going to give the examples that for us is like it's good but not enough. We're going to use the best example we have and the audience is going to be like, yeah, that's true, oh yeah, like I understand it now. Also, we have narrative that is based on experts, like I said before, and informative, because informative could be informative narratives. So we're going to be talking and we're going to develop the topic just to let the audience know or to inform the audience. And of course, we have the persuasive narrative. The persuasive narrative is going to be like, I'm going to develop the topic, but I'm going to say it in a way that is going to make you change the way to see the topic. So, for example, if I'm going to talk in persuasive narrative, it could be better if I use persuasive definitions. We also have entertaining narratives. In entertaining narratives, only going to be narrating you the topic, and you're going to be listening and probably understand it, but it's not really important for me that you change your mind or that you know a certain topic. We also have testimony. Testimony is really used, for example, in investigation debates. When we, for example, are talking about a certain topic, we go and we make an investigation, a research, and we go to the place and we ask for people if they are familiarized with the topic and what is their testimony, what they know or what they live about the topic. We also have expert testimony. An expert testimony is going to be the testimony that is given by an expert. That means someone who is familiarized really good with the topic and have a lot of knowledge in the topic. We also have eyewitness testimony. For example, if we are making a speech about earthquake, we're going to ask a witness testimony why, how she or he lived the earthquake. And we have analogies. Analogies, it could be really used for make the speech a little bit more easy to understand to the audience. And figurative and literal analogies. This is another types of analogies that we can use. Figurative, something that like a metaphor, or literal, that we are going to talk about, like this is it and this is the real thing. But why is really important for us? Using support and created arguments, it is important because we have first of all to understand the topic. Yeah, because if we're going to answer to a question specific and we have to create our arguments, we have to understand what the person is saying. After that, we have to use a variety of support. When we have a lot of supports in our ideas, it is really easy to the people to understand it and believe it. Also, we have to choose properly. We cannot choose a persuasive definition when we need the stipulated definition. Also, we don't have to manipulate our information, because if we manipulate our information, probably someone is going to know it. And if they know it, your credibility is going to go direct to the floor. So, it is important, I'm going to say again, that we support our ideas. And thanks to all these types of support I give you right now, in the next time you're going to build and create your arguments, you are allowed to use all of these types of support in your next argument. So I hope you enjoy it and that you learn how to create arguments using support. Thank you for your time.